Like, why are they so blatant in some places and other places you really gotta look hard? Blatant. That's a good sign right there. I think, I don't know, this might just be all jungle here. I thought it was the intercoastal, but even better. Let's go check it out. This is cool. There's nobody around here, man. Like, there's people in the, you know, it backs up what I always say. Nobody's gonna walk here. You know what I mean? Like, they're all down there, parked together, walking down the same trail. You know what I mean? I go where there's, you know, there's some kind of trail, but it's like a worker's trail. You know, like I'm not gonna go where regular people go. Even though I think they love sitting on those trails as well, blatant over the trail. That's a good sign. Looks just like Colorado. I like this. I'll take it. It's a palm tree too. They make structures. I see, look, they're dumping. So I'm on the maintenance trails when I'm at. I like this better. Oh, this is good. Look. Like I said, even if we're faking it, these are good signs. I zoomed into a structure by accident a minute ago, and they got this giant tree pushed over with a break. You know, in all fairness, that tree could have fell, grabbed that top of that tree and broke it. But it's a perfectly level break, and then I got this thing pushed. Which is interesting. It's still alive. So it fell by itself alive and then stayed there? No, it had to be pushed because if a tree falls on its own, especially these palm trees are amazingly strong. I mean, that is just like crazy strong. And if it's gonna fall over, it's falling over. It means it's dead or whatever. It's not water here or anything like that. That thing was, in my opinion, they did that. Look at this maintenance trail. I'm running the camera because I want to know what's going on here. And sometimes I can't tell until the video is, people point things out or until I watch the video myself. Where does that go? That just goes into oblivion, which I might do. I'll take a left or a right if I see something worth taking a left or right for. Look at this. How cool is this? I got to where no people go. There's some kind of I think the state takes their four-wheelers down here, whatever. They dump stuff from the park, like the maintenance workers. That's what this is. That's what you want. It's different here, guys. I don't have any vibes. I think I've been by these guys, and I don't get the feeling, except for, it did happen when I was in that place where I found the X's and stuff, big time. But I've been other places. I wasn't even filming, and I see like they did some stuff, but I don't get, my hairs aren't standing up on end. Look at that. That's an X. This might be getting good, you guys. Let's keep going a little bit. You know, that doesn't really mean anything, but it does to me. I know if my arms aren't standing up on end, they're not doing anything to me, or there's no interest in me. That's what I think, anyway. And that hasn't really happened here, except for when I found that X. And I might have done it to myself. I mean, I don't know. I don't think so, because there was a giant tree that was a trident that was pushed down, and right behind it's the X. And I lost the audio. If you guys want, let me know. I'll put that clip back in. Oh, you know what? I'll do that. Okay. I'll put that whole clip back in with audio when I get to my real PC. So like on Monday or something, you guys will have a video. Which might be this, and it's already Monday. Oh. This is what I want to see. We can go by and look at breaks all we want, but I can only be 100% on those where I live. Here, I got to see something blatant, and I'm kind of liking this, you guys. I'm kind of liking this. I'm going in right here. Why? How is that there and there's sort of like a trail through here? Look at that, you guys. There is no way they didn't do that. Look at that. Why? Because they're everywhere. Why don't I get vibes in Florida? Where's my vibes? I know they're here. This is the only guess I can make. Look at that. Is that they don't care about me. Look right there. Just like half of you, no one loves me. But you don't know what to do. Right there. So you get that cool looking structure, right? I'm telling you, that's how they do it here. It so blends in, you just would never know. Look how the top is pulled down. Where is it? There's like a big arch on the top, and it's just sucked into the thing. I don't know where it went. I can't tell on the camera. And then right next to it, there's like kind of a V tree, and then that's got a third on it. So I think that's a pretty good sign to me. Hanging stuff. Ooh, 2 leaners. Now we're talking real ones, you guys. This are the first real leaners I've seen. They do it with palm bushes here. And they put 2 leaners. Okay, so that's enough for me. You know what I mean? It's adding up. I think that's how you do it here. Another leaner. Even if you see something that's just like mind-blowing, look, upside down palms, leans. This is good. It's all open in here. That's how you do it here. So if you see something crazy, just ignore it and keep looking around it. And if you see like another one, something else, all right there, you know you're good. It's a bobber. Guys, I was in this forest like a few miles that way without coming into the state park, and there was something in the woods with me. I might not put that clip up unless you can hear it on the camera, because it was so loud to me. But I'll seem crazy if you can't hear the noises. You know, there's something comes through here. It looks like Bigfoot. Yes, Bigfoot is real, but I'm kind of a noob, you know, in Florida. I honestly don't think if I had the skills that I did down in a place like this, you can't find anything. You got to go like into Central Florida and like the Panhandle and stuff. They don't seem to be big beach fans, most of them. Like I said, with the exception of like, you know, California, where they seem to be making structures right on the beach. Pretty tree. I call them plantation trees, because that's what they look like on these plantations. They have trees that are like hundreds and hundreds of years old. You know, those trees saw everything, you know. They've lived through everything. Okay, so it's not the intercoastal. There's this incredible bush line right there. Give me a sec. Oh, it is the intercoastal. There's a boat right there. You just can't see him. Bummer. Tell me this isn't a good place to chill. I think it's too hot, you guys. My opinion, and I'm telling you right now, I could be completely wrong, is that there's not a crazy amount of them. I almost said that's a HIT load. There's not a lot of them. It's like down here at the beach. I think it's too hot here. You know, they don't seem to have a problem with cold. They seem to not like the heat. I feel like one of these dudes just snap your neck. I don't have the inviting feelings. You got the signs. Maybe they're not here. I don't know how to do it here. You got to send me back to Colorado. I'm a master. There, those far. Is it here? I'm anybody. I can't do it here. Ooh. What the hell? And how? This is a first. This might be the first time ever anyone has ever done this in the history of the world. How is that there? Oops, sorry. How is that there? There's a helmet. It still has the barcode on the back. Oh yeah, come on, give me a dead body. That would be great. I don't want anyone to be dead, but if it's here, I might as well be the one that finds it. I've always kind of wanted to do that. Like, because I want to be a detective, kind of like, you guys, what the, it was brand new. Washington Oaks. More than likely to me, that's a rental helmet. It's been there for some time. I'm gonna say a year or two. I'm not like a expert on that, but I mean, you can pretty much guess. Look at that. It was a brand new helmet, so it's probably from like a scooter, like a rental scooter company. Is my guess. It says Washington Oaks. Should I bring that to them? Be like, hey man, I found this in the... I don't think so, because there's no way, you guys. I'm way in where people don't go. How does the helmet get there? I think they do this kind of stuff. Look what comes out to the helmet. It's actually being marked. Boom. Why would they do that? I should have been more careful when I flipped that over, because that would be a perfect place for a snake to be. And I was not careful enough when I did that. Oh, oh my God. You guys, look at this. Oh my goodness. What did I just say? Perfect place for a snake to be. I can't see the end. I can't tell if it's a rattlesnake or not, but there's a snake right here. Oh, I think it is a rattler. Oh my God. Usually you can hear them, but not always. I gotta be very careful. What a place for a helmet. You guys, right there. Right there, I think it is a rattler. Yes, it's a rattler. Oh my God, look. There's his rattle right there. That's his rattle right there. Oh, he's nearby. That just happened. What the heck is going on right here? Rattlesnake and a helmet. Do you think someone... I mean, you wouldn't even come to pee back here. I'm like 100-something yards, a couple hundred yards off that maintenance trail. Nobody goes down that maintenance trail. I'm right next to the intercoastal. There's rattlesnakes everywhere. Oh man, and I got just bare shins. I'll pick that thing right up. I'm not afraid of snakes at all. As long as I see him first, I can handle snakes, no problem. I'm actually really good at it. Would I do it? Maybe for the video. And I'd rather have someone else here with me. This is very weird. I'm not trying to do this for the video. I'm being completely serious when I tell you. You'll believe me now. Because I was like, this is. I should be more careful lifting up a helmet like that, because that's where a snake will coil. Think about the heat overnight in that black helmet. And then I look, and right in front of me is a snake shedding skin. Break. This is a spot right here. How did that helmet get back here? I'm telling you, one of them got it. Someone probably left it like on one of the picnic tables back there, and they probably got it at night. You know that rattlesnake is within 100 feet of me somewhere. This is his turf. Typically they'll coil and make noise, but if you surprise him or something like that, you might not. Another push down, let's just kind of try down like another break there. The one thing I've noticed about here is trees don't really fall down. They're seeded so well, they last for 300, 400 years if they're not messed with. Everything's chopped up really good on the ground here. I'm willing to believe this is some kind of a spot. I'm pretty happy with that. I might cut some of this monotony out, but I might not either, because I want to see if there's something around me. I'll tell you, if I get hit by a rattler, I'm done. I'm just gonna lay down, and this is my spot right here. I'm not gonna go crawling out to help. Oh my God. I do have a cell phone, which I'm sure has reception. Let's see. Yeah, 5G. I don't really have reception. I could do like a live video and a half here. I should probably do that real quick. Give me a sec. So I'm back in this like, I found this place like, just taking a chance. Like I haven't looked at any maps or anything, but I'm just driving to the forest. I got all the signs. You got your sideways trident. The break is so blatant. It goes across and then wraps up like crazy at the top. I think I'm going to cross this thing right here. Let me show you something that I noticed. I'm not going to give you tons of commentary on this one. I just want to walk through here nice and quietly. But let me show you this. Okay, so here is strange. So you have a path that goes here. It's clearly blocked and marked. Okay, it's like, you can see, I'll show you when I get over there. So see this? There's a star right there. Right? That goes into a triangle there. Then I got a typical leaner through there. Then I have, remember, I'm not really looking at any of this stuff alone, but if I see it all together, I'm suspicious. Then I have this. There's a symmetrical vine X that's been field gold. So to me, that is good enough reason. Don't even argue with me, because it's just, all I'm saying is it's a good enough reason to maybe go into this jungle over here. See how this has been put up? How did that giant log get put on top of the other one? And that break has really got me. It's really sending me this way. And there's a path here that looks like, you know, an animal made it or something. I don't know. There's no. Someone was like, "Oh, there's cougars in Florida." I was like, "Yeah, but not," because I said there's no predators, but not here that people know of. Let's put it that way. It's too close to the beach. I think they're close, but you got to go across the. As far as I know, you got to go across the intercoastal, and then right there is where that begins. So could there be a cougar in here? Maybe. But it's slim to none, and if there was, he'd probably run, you know? He'd probably run. As you can see here, there's no trail, but there is sort of, like, you can tell by the leaves. These leaves have something, look. There's footprints, I'm telling you, this is Bigfoot, you guys. I came in with one battery, so hopefully I can get something. I just want to take a quick peek. I'm supposed to be going to this park, and every time I go, I somehow go somewhere else, just by accident. Break. So how you do this stuff is you kind of pretend, right? Because it's just a palm leaf that was broken, but you'd be surprised how strong these things are. So I'm gonna pretend to do it like I normally do it. There's a break. I want to go through there. There's a trail underneath it. I'm not pretending, but you know what I mean? Like some of the stuff that you can't tell for sure. I just want to get in here a little bit. Look at this. This is so cool. It's all palm like bushes. You know, I'm seeing it all. Forks. The best part about this was the marked turn that you take. There was too much. It seems like it goes that way. I'd love to see some kind of... Just give me a noise. Not that noise. Come on. It's a hawk. I said, give me some noise and this hawk comes crazy. I think that was a coincidence, but one thing I don't like about this is how much noise I make. I'm not worried about anything in here. Oh, there's a lizard. So, except maybe snakes. I mean, I'm open-shinned here. White shins. So I'm not going to go too far, I don't think. I just want to take a peek. It's a jungle. I'm in a jungle. Oh yeah, look at that. There's an arch. Right there. It goes down and just goes straight into the ground. Is it pretty? Not really. I don't see anything else. Is this clip exciting? Not at all. But I just wanted to see if something's going on here. Someone came back here and drank a six-pack. Right here. I'm willing to believe that was a person. Look, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Probably took one for the road. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, there's a whole 6-box right there. There's a house that's not too far. I can hear them talking. I don't want to freak them out with this walking in the woods. No one comes into these woods walking around. All right, that's good enough. I'll tell you, if I could though, I'd go way out of here. I'd go, if I had time and the right clothes and stuff, I'd go way out of there. I wanted to go to this national park because I feel like they're more set up there. Like if they're there, you know, as I drive through, it'd be easier. I think here you got to go way back in there. I see their ways in. I see the markings, which it's almost never failed me to follow those. I have a feeling here I'd have to follow it further than I want to today. And also with just timestamps. Curious how many things are standing right here. Reason being is, you know, you just get a feel for everything. How, you know, what they do where. Like, this is kind of interesting. It goes up and it's a vine, and I'm not really willing to even look at it, but it is interesting. And there's a path. You see this? This is not for people. it's something's walking right through here. And it's all marked at the beginning of it. And if I look deep, I have like these twisted things like this. Something's over there. Did you hear that? Oh, something's big over there. It sounds like a big animal. I guess this is it, guys. I'm gonna slowly get eaten by a cougar. What the hell was that? There's a noise right there. It didn't happen until I zoomed in. That was weird, man. It sounded like an ant. Oh, it is an animal, I think. I don't know, I just saw something again on the ground right there. What's going on here? Look at that bent. Look at that. See those two? That's something like they would do, right? I get this noise. I don't know if it's on the camera. It sounded more like an abrupt movement to me, like an animal. I didn't see anything. And it happened like right in those bushes. I'm willing to tell you about it because I think there's a possibility that you could hear it. Like those wood knocks are amazing. From yesterday's video, if you just, well, it might not be yesterday when I put this up, but that last video in Florida, I'm sorry about the sound. I don't know. That's the one part I actually wanted you to hear when I found the X. I don't know how that happened. I'm chalking it up to my laptop. And that's not enough for me. See, the one thing I know about these guys, not here, but just in general, is that they, no matter what, even if they're in places where they don't have to do so much because it's all connected already, they're still going to do something. They just can't help it. And I'm not really seeing that yet. You know, here's how we know they hide. They love to hide in these. So whenever you're in the woods, always come to these. Just in case, because, no, I don't know. Oh my God, there it is. Oh my God, I'm freaking out. I'm freaking out. Are you guys in there? I don't see anything. Wait till you see what I see, you guys. I did it. I can't believe it. I needed this so bad. We did it. Oh my God, watch this. I knew it. I just knew it. There it is. You guys, it's theirs. Let me show you why. This is so exciting. I don't even want to go over there yet because I'm so excited. I got the X. I came all the way to Florida for one X, and I am so happy about it. So we got this. This is a big thing that they do. Now, I'm willing to believe that thing is just down. Like, I don't even know if they did that. I really don't. But they do this, especially in Scotland, man. You can see these guys. They're right in there in Scotland. They knock them over, and they do their magic right there. I'm simply not seeing anything there. But this is exciting. And let me show you why I know for a fact it's them. Because they're still alive. You see how they push them? This is still in the ground. That's still in the ground. There's no way to have gotten that X. One's a palm tree. That's so cool. Look, another one right there. I haven't seen any X's, and there's two right next to each other. Someone lives back here. Where you at? Oh yeah, and it's field gold at the top. It's literally has a V and it's leaning against. It's so exciting. No poison ivy that I can see. That's a nice thing too. You know, no one's gonna be back in here. Everything is trampled on back here. I mean, it's like people live here. I got my X. There's no doubt, look how it's pushed, you guys. That's what I filmed. I always tell you how the real X's are always pushed into place, and they like to leave them alive, and the X keeps growing. It's amazing. Oh, I might just sit back here for a second. You know they're right here. How do I get timestamps? Like I was saying, like these trail Bigfoot guys, they have a better places, but than out here, but still, it's very difficult. And they found some amazing star structures, like they think that are aligned with the stars, things like that. But it's very difficult. So you just wouldn't, unless you're me, and you do this all the time, you just wouldn't understand how hard it is for some people to do Bigfoot, when there's just as many, but yet they just don't do the evidence as much. It's not blatant. You see things like this where it's just a mess, but if you really look, you can see that it's not an accident. You guys, that's a symmetrical X, and it's not an accident, I promise. There is no X's here. These trees don't even move. Look at the ground. There's hardly any trees at all. Like once in a blue moon, there's a tree in the ground. And then to see them in an X like that, because these don't move. And I'm also seeing this a lot too, where they're field gold. It could be an accident. I'm not seeing seats. I'm not seeing anything. Give me a sec. X. This is definitely a path of theirs. It's marked all the way in with breaks. You see this stuff? You cannot break this. This is not, look at my arms. All my strength, there's no way that happened. Unless something did it to it. Or it was dead, It's right in the path. It's a trail marker. And then the entrance to come in here is all marked up. So what does this tell me? Because I'm not really seeing anything else. Besides these little markers, it means just keep going that way and you'll run into something. That never fails me. Structures. Look. A real structure. Ground glyphs, ground structures. There's probably timestamps here. If it's this freaking dimensional things or whatever they are, I don't even want to see them on this video. Well, I'm looking for Bigfoots. How do I get out of here? I'd like to keep going that way. Did you hear that? There's something making noise around me. Again, right there. I just heard one there and I heard one there. I'm not saying it's anything, but how are there noises real close and I can't see anything that I think the camera can hear? Believe me, I'll never say, did you hear that? Unless I think you could have. Look at this. Look how this is bent this way. This is them. You know how it's easy for me? Because they tell me. Like I get these, I don't know if they're telling me or it's automatic. Like I just know where to go. It's weird. That's why that part's easy for me. The hard part's when you get there and you find out how far you have to go. That's the hard part. How do I get out of here? Give me a second. And then look, as I'm coming out. This is actually what led me in there. I didn't film it. It's perfectly parallel. When you see the break and you could literally put a level on it, you can almost count on that it's theirs. And based on the markings of that entrance, I'm almost sure that's legit. And if like I said, I think if you were to follow these signs back into that jungle, you'd come to some sort of a Bigfoot, what I call a Bigfoot world. Only one car there, and there they are. Look at that. What a nice life on a Tuesday. They're probably retired. Man, I wish I kind of came here first. This is like Maryland. Let's go see if we can see something right from here. Because I might come back. I don't know. We'll see. I've spent most of the day out somewhere else. But here's a look at some of these straight white pines that have been all cleared and stuff. But let's just take a peek at the obvious, because these guys don't care. I'm seeing some bent trees and stuff, but nothing that's really going to catch my eye. Nothing like I was seeing off the highway. That was incredible. It doesn't seem like they put markers up here. You're just going to find the structure where they are. Look at this. This is kind of cool. I wouldn't walk. Yeah, see, I see a structure. There's no doubt. Watch. Just to show you that I'm not messing around. Because I know this is kind of boring. I wouldn't. So I'm not going to add to the boring by making up, that I saw structures. There's an X. Wow, look at that. It's a symmetrical X, and it bends through. Right there. You can see it much better if you don't have the fence. The camera's blocking the fence. It's definitely a structure. Right there. I like that. I like these. I love straight pines. The straighter they are, the easier it is to see things that are unusual, and the more, oh yeah, there's more back there. The more like real symmetrical, like geometry type structures you start to see. Closed lock. I'll tell you where this is if you want me to. Because this, I think this is good. If you go wait, see, they're not doing it right here, but if you just go back there, I know because I saw a mile back there into those woods, and it was really good. But even, right here, there should be something. In Virginia, where at my sister's wedding, they didn't have anything on the edges. You had to go right through, and then you saw stuff. I'd love, man, if I got like a sighting here. That's what I was thinking to myself. I'm like, you know what? I don't care about anything with the video, because people are like, Mark, don't even do videos. Triangle right there. It's so blatant. It's not. They're two different sticks making a triangle. Boom. That's all you need. You walk in right there. I promise. Just go in there. Should I go in there? It looks to me, if you go in there, that you really have to kind of go in there. Look, parallel. That's all you want to see. Parallels. Right there. It's so quiet here. There's one couple here with a dog. I could just go right in here. You know what I would do probably? See, look at the arch. And you can see there's something walking back in here. I would go right in there and stay within the highway. I like to see, because you go right here, because back in there's another arch right there. Look, it's so blatant, you guys. You don't see this stuff anywhere else except in these pines. And the caliper of the structures is way thinner than the trees growing, so it's not wind. You can see there's one right there too. It's an arch, and it looks like it's touching a trident of some sort. I was thinking to myself, like, man, if I could just see something here, like if I actually got a sighting here. I know what the chances are, but I mean, that's what I kind of wanted. People even told me, like, Mark, don't even bother with the videos. Just enjoy your 6 days. And I was like, I can't. I got to at least look. This is what I do. What I do is beyond, I can't stop. This is why people support me, because they know my passion. There's a passion there. They don't care whether I'm an idiot or I call someone an idiot or I say something stupid. They know the bottom line is that I have a huge draw to this subject, and there's no faking it. You don't fake this for as long. Like I said, you can't fake progress. And I've made nothing but progress. In a place like this, it's a little different. I'm kind of just checking it out. I'm getting a feel for it. But you'd be surprised what this ends up to be. That's blatant. It's blatant. What this ends up to be, over time. I've been to St. Augustine. I'll go to Panama City Beach. I want to go to Marianna, Florida. I go to Virginia. I'll be in Virginia, by the way, in May. Virginia and Maryland. I don't think I should go in there. Give me a second. It's one of those seabird, like big giant seabirds.
That's too big for it. It's too big for a lady.
I don't think so.
The vulture, his head, I got a good view of his head. Now, vultures are really ugly. He's really cool looking.
Yeah, we'd have to put his head, we'd did look like a turkey head, but he was a vulture.
Yeah, no, he doesn't have that. He's not a turkey vulture. He's really cool looking. I don't know. We'll have to.
He's up there canvassing something.
You know, I want to say things like an Offspray or one of those things, but it's not. It's like a.
Ospreys are
They're white, right? Yeah.
Well, they have black on them, but they're mostly white.
Well, here's the thing about right here. Like, I don't see, even though it doesn't really matter because, whoops, sorry, I'm zoomed in. There is some like structure like things, but it's hard to tell. So far, I'm just saying to the video, like so far I have seen nothing that would indicate that there's, except that X right on the corner. Oh, there's an X right on the corner there. But I haven't really, that's just, it. Yeah, I mean there's two X's though. If you see two white X's, I don't know, I'm basically trying to figure out if a place I can go in. So this is all Indians, I can't believe that. All these rocks are placed by the Indians. And there's Indian burial grounds across the street.
It's for shells. Coquina rock
Eat the rich.
is a mixture of shells and quartz sand. It was formed by nature hundreds of thousands of years ago. It's called the Anastasia Formation. And this is the largest exposure.
Pretty cool. Wow, as early as 1598. I don't have to film much because if people want to read this, they can just pause the video.
Here's the historic monument. I would just tells you places to go, but I think the thing about the burial grounds might be here. No, not here.
That's what I want to see, the burial grounds.
Yeah.
For some reason,
that?
for some reason, it goes hand in hand with what I do. I don't know why.
Yeah. Where did I read that?
Maybe they're on those plaques.
While you're doing that,
Oh, maybe they're on the boardwalk. I did read about it.
let's just see something here. Always squatching. Always squatching. I think they're back there, you guys. On the way here, I even said to my parents, they kind of ignored me, but I was like, I have to say, in my opinion, there is nothing. They're not here. There's a bent fork that makes an X, but at the same time, you have to be really careful here because these trees just kind of do this. They kind of just go all over the place. So it's one of the questions I'm asking myself, is it a lack of like blatant like X's and structures, or are they not as necessary? So these piles, the Indians did these. They put these rocks in piles. And there's burial piles and there's bone piles. From here you figure there'd be somebody peeking. My ears are so loud right now, it's like unbelievable. So far, now as interesting as that place looks, that forest over there is unbelievable as far as it just looks.
To show you where you
But so
are.
far, there's no Bigfoots.
You can see there's no. I mean,
Say hi.
hi. Here is. This is
love
all
to see them all.
conservation area, but you can see there's no roads going in. Now you almost like you'd have to come down here, go across this causeway. But even then, this is all developed.
Yeah, we are really in. That's why I want to go here. I want to go
Yeah.
way out in the
Here's this
like in the
looks-
middle of Florida.
This looks great, but there's really no way other than walking in.
I think I got to just come here and then just go out there.
Yeah. Yeah, you could. Well, you could do
I just
that,
need to
but
get
that's-
away from the beach to get
but
to some
see,
real
this
forest.
is all developed, so you'd have to go on the
I'm talking about like
side.
here.
Yeah, you'd have
like,
to go on
I
the
wanna
other
come
side
out here.
of US 1.
Yeah. So yeah,
I know there's a something thing about
I'm following you. So look this up, you guys. It's pretty interesting. I wouldn't waste your time. So this is just the first video. What I've decided to do is
the signs up here that I read.
could have just done a vacation. This is not, I don't get, this is a free vacation. It's not, so I'm not using Patreon or even my own money. My parents paid for the tickets and I'm staying in their house, so it's a free vacation. But I've decided that I'm going to make a video, and I think it's going to turn into some Bigfoot at some point, especially when I go out by myself. But right now I'm just kind of filming like in the blatant areas and just trying to, and honestly, I got nothing. I don't see anything, I don't feel it, I don't nothing. I'm being completely honest with you. So I think I will put up some of these, you know, some of these rocks are really pretty. I think I'm going to make a little video of my trip to Florida. I wasn't gonna, you know, because I always worry about people like, oh, you're supposed to show us Bigfoot. And so I'm at the point now where I'm just kind of sick of wondering or worried about pleasing everybody. And I have a YouTube channel, and I get lots of advice. Mark, you know, people, you can see your immaturity when you're talking in your live video. And some girls, I'm like, are you kidding me? That's why I do it. That's why I show you that I'm not the chosen one and all this stuff that people call me. You know, I'm just a regular person with tons of faults. And, you know, people that will call that out, and I have a disability that's called ADHD, and to have people insult you over that is a very hurtful thing. You know, people are horrible. And I'm just going to start doing what I want. I'm going to put up a video, and it's cool. You can see these guys. Put up a video in Florida. You can see them all by our beach. They sit like gophers. Pretty cool, yeah.
So it says the mounds of sand and shell were used for burials. Native Floridians began to build mounds.
X.
They began to build mounds to bury their dead about 1,500 years ago.
Wow, they make the mounds.
And each mound is about 7 to 9 people.
It's crazy.
A young child was buried in a deep central pit then covered with sand.
There's at least 15 scattered, 15 pots scattered within the mound. What's a pot?
I guess pots for caring for water, you know?
What's it called? Middens and mounds?
Middens and mounds.
That's when you get this.
The Seminole bones have been accidentally unearthed in the parking lot area, and the spot was once the site of a prehistoric burial.
That's so cool. Look at his fingernails. I mean, I get it's a painting and everything, but still, kind of cool.
Now it says most of the shell heaps are gone, but others are being mined.
They probably grew them like that so they could have, you know, it's like a weapon, you know, like you're fighting somebody else.
Yeah.
Because that's all these guys did was fight each other.
Over there was all shell.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's all shells. See these. Imagine you're digging and you dig into like ancient burial grounds, and there's one of the mounds right there. So to me, this is just by accident kind of turning into sort of a cool thing about the Indians. We can just drive in there though real quick, right?
We went in there the other day.
Pile, I think. Sure, the one sitting in the front, Mark?
Yeah, those are all shells. Mom, those are the same thing. We were just, look.
We're gonna go across.
You see the wall of it? It's the same rock as that. It's all shells.
Coquina rock. Okay.
Yeah. It's all shells, you guys. But it's like a wall, Mom.
Yeah, we're gonna go on the other side of it and we'll see it, but we can't go completely around.
Look at these mounds, guys. How did the Indians do that? You know, see, this is Colorado. I have the feelings. I don't think there's anything living there. At least as far as what we do. What's it called? Coquina?
Coquina. I was just reading. It's mostly made up of shells and quartz sand.
Look at that. And quartz.
Quartz sand.
Oh my God.
Yep.
So it probably conducts energy really well.
They said it's relatively soft.
Look at that rock. That whole rock is made of shells. Look at. You can even see like real shells in there.
Yeah.
You see that?
Thousands of years of formation.
It's amazing. There's ants on top. We're seeing these. We stood here because we're seeing these round things.
Mark found little footprints of an animal on that rock.
No, I don't think they're footprints.
I do. I think it's
Oh, maybe.
I think it could be a rabbit.
It's a bunny. It's got to be.
You think it's a little?
Yeah, it's a perfect place. That's where they sit in the petroglyphs. They're always sitting in places like that. Yeah.
I think. I don't know.
No, I think you're right. Those big rocks.
I mean, would they move by the span?
Well, they probably, what they do is you get a bunch of guys, you walk them, so you lift it up.
And we think those are all rangers back here who take care of this conservation area. We're not sure.
I'm not sure. Well, those are nice.
This-
They're kind of nice
This
houses.
was being developed for the marine land, but they never did anything with it.
Take a left, Dad, real quick. There's another one of those birds. It's a vulture.
Yeah, that's a turkey vulture.
I don't think that other one was. I just want to be able to, you don't have to go too far, just to the main part of the parking lot there. We're from Pennsylvania, we don't know that we can't drive here.
Trespassing.
Yeah, no. Part of my job is to sort of trespass sometimes when necessary, but it's all educational. We're not damaging, we're not hurting anything.
It'd be cool if you could get the vulture in that dead
There's
tree.
a big vulture up
Can
there.
you see that dead tree?
Oh yeah, right there.
That's a
Oh,
cool-
stop.
that's
I got a great shot of him.
What side is it?
That is not the same bird. Trust me, you can clearly see the distinct difference.
Yeah, he's a turkey vulture.
Yeah, they have real small heads. He is one
and
ugly
he's
dude.
red.
This is a big boy, though.
That's a great picture.
If
on
you
the dead
die,
tree.
that guy has no problem eating you.
Yeah. They start with the eyeballs, too.
Oh, I got a great shot of this guy.
And he's sitting in that dead branch. I love it.
Oh yeah, it's like the whole scene.
That is
The dead
awesome.
tree.
Oh, that's awesome.
I'm still not convinced that anything lives in this forest. I am not
What's
seeing,
going on here? They made this parking lot.
but I'm not seeing what I.
Here's the gazillion.
Oh wow,
Oh, there they go.
I'm not seeing how many dad? A gazillion? I told you my dad exaggerates. There's three. Three turned into a gazillion.
Oh, look, the white one.
I would have said there's 50.
There's an osprey.
Oh, that's an osprey. Yeah.
See the osprey? And see if you get the osprey and the turkey vulture together.
Look at him.
He must be eating a fish. He's working on that.
I can
I
see.
believe that osprey has
No.
like a 6-foot wingspan.
He's working the bark. He's doing something with the bark.
Oh, okay.
I can get him. I have him in the same shot.
That's a cool picture. That's a very cool picture.
Vultures are really pretty except for their faces.
Yeah, they're both. They
See,
look
I'm
like
not seeing anything in this over here.
There's too much activity.
I know, but it's just there should be something.
That was
There should be
cool.
give me one stick leaning against a tree. I don't get it. I don't have anything in St. Augustine.
Maybe these guys have different
Well, that's exactly what I'm thinking.
architectural designs.
Well, no, it's not that.
This way, honey. You can go this way.
No, you know what
We
it
came in.
But you can go that way too. That's closer.
Dad, you know what it is, Dad? Take a left. You know what it is?
It just takes you right out in the street.
My explanation, if someone's like, oh no, they're here, would be that everything's already connected. They don't have to do anything. It's all because they always bring all stuff together in Colorado and everywhere else. Here, they they still manipulate and do something, and I don't see anything. It doesn't mean anything necessarily. You know, there's going to be an X. There's going to be something,
So something
and I'm not going to miss it. Oh, stop!
What?
Teepee structure. That's what I needed.
Yeah, right back in there.
Oh yeah. Let's see.
Straight, honey, in the middle.
Is that natural? It's a blatant teepee structure, but I honestly don't know if it's not. That could be
You
by
want us to
accident.
move up?
Give me something. Yeah. You can keep going. That's cool. Well, I thought I saw something in there too, like an X in there.
You want to take it?
No, I zoomed in on the teepee. I just want to. I'm keeping this video very.
Something was going on
casual.
here. They was
Yeah.
going to do development. There's an electrical pipe
Well, it's
over
part
there.
of marine land, honey. There's a big sign over here that says marine.
I think some people have to understand that I'm not an editor.
So
I'm
they
not
were
supposed to.
gonna-
I'm not
they
creating
were
this
gonna do
incredible
something on
video.
this
It's
side,
just that
But they never did.
I know how to
Part
do
of the
this.
marine
I don't know how to
land
be
down here.
a public speaker and an editor.
There's a big sign that says marine land.
I don't see
You come
anything in these places, you
That's
guys.
Indian research do.
down on-
Anything.
right
Let's see what
there.
happens during the week as I find different
All these
places.
things, and
Here's the
I'm
sign.
gonna go in by myself inland at some point, but
marine
Indian
land.
burial grounds. There's not the first
Sea Turtle Patrol.
little sign
Consulting
of these
LLC.
forest beings. There's not a sign of the unseen world at all that I know. Over now. Check this out. I don't know if there's something going on, but I think so. Okay, because I got. Let's see what I got. Is that branches or is that literally a structure? This is why my camera wasn't working. It just didn't work. This whole thing right here is suspicious. You see that stick? I knew it. I could see it from here, but I wasn't sure. It's an X. It's downward, and then these two stick out like like they're two they do all the time. Look how they're bent out. Like they're not even. They're bent. One's bent through. You see that? I'm pretty sure. Remember, it's a little different here. So what I want to say is, what I'm thinking, see, like in these places right here, I saw the worlds. I found stuff that would blow your mind from the highway. It was like I'm talking like that beautiful, like tribal, perfect stuff. I was like, Dad, I'm freaking out. My dad's like, here's a guy that would never really ever humor a topic like this. He's busy with other, he's right there. Now he knows, It's crazy. But here's the thing. So these guys, like here, I'm at the hotel. I had to come to a hotel to a flight. I have to get up at 5 in the morning. So like my dad's a platinum member of Marriott, so they figured that'd be easier for me. I'm just taking a look. So what these guys are here, I mean, I'm not even swearing something's happening, that's where we're looking, but here in Florida that I was at are like, it's kind of, well, in the first place with the X's, there's like Sasquatch in there, but the second place, I got pictures. I'll try to put them in here. It's one of those color pictures, but it's, in a sense, because it's like they're in this magic and you can see them, and there's one that's, oh my God, he's right there. I'll try to put those in here if I remember. And this is what you have. So this is what a lot of this is. A lot of the I just make up the word the unseen world because I don't know what else to call it, okay? It's the same thing that some of you have in your bushes next to your house, the pictures you send me. This is, believe it or not, the same deal. In there, in my opinion, they are hardly ever visible except at nighttime. We have the day, they have the night. In Florida, I'm having like feelings, goosebump feelings. Is that a face? I mean, it might just be a tree. There's an X in front of me though. They just freeze. Anything else there? I swear I see a face right there. It's not moving at all. It's like frozen in the face. Right behind that like X-looking thing that's not like a Y or whatever, that black Y. It looks like it has like a fork. You see a mouth, a big nose. It almost looks like there's something. I'm going to keep this just like this for a while. I'm sure it could be pareidolia of some sort. I'm a little curious about it. Let's go look back. Curious about, let me see if I can just memorize what that is, because who cares, right? If it moves and we go back there, it's not there. Like I said, I'm not suggesting really anything, but that was interesting. There's not a bunch of little things that I wanted to see. Alright, so it's somewhere right in there. I got a marker. I want to see, this is curious to me. My camera was not work for the first time ever. I was so scared. I was like, oh my God. I was thinking, like, how am I going to get 800, like, you're going to get $800. I can't have another camera. This is mine. Once I get the camera, this is the ultimate. See, this stick, see, what people don't understand is that we know what the language is. It's field gold and just hanging there. And it makes 2 X's basically. And then they have the 2 that they always do that are, one's bent, I can't see the bottom one, but that has clearly been pulled through those 2. This is exactly what they do. Like, not just once in a while, but always. X there. Did they book my hotel room? And what's going on here? I know those are vines, but they look interesting to me. Another face next to the vines. Remember, they're not going to move. They will, actually, but not these other ones. I don't know anything about them. I can't figure it out. I think I'm seeing them. Look at that knot right there. Cool. That's so cool. Sorry you guys about messages. I haven't really checked my message. I'm like, I need a vacation. I can't check PMs. I barely check my texts. I just can't because my phone's not making noise. I apologize. I'm back in the group. I never do this really. Although I do have to go, depending on this virus thing. Where's that white face? One more time. Another face. So you have to remember, if I'm seeing, it might just be parallel, but when I see faces in this, I get very curious. Because I can't see the pareidolia usually until, it's like on the computer. With my eyeball, I'm seeing like the things that look like faces. teeth? What is going on here? Do they freeze? Some of these others like just freeze completely if you're zooming on them? Where's that one dark spot? Remember there was a spot, like I thought I had a marker. I thought it was this right here. It's this one. Is the dark spot gone? Where is that? Remember that spot up in the trees? Well, we're gonna have to find it. I don't know. I don't want to waste your time. So like just instead of just being, not losing that spot. Well, first let's check here. There's some shadow in there. Come on, just step out for a second. Just give us a break, will you? You know what I'm saying? That's why I yell at these guys. Can you just give us a break? Give us something. It's only a few of us. No one believes anything. What are you worried about? Give us a little. We all know for a fact. I have seen you. This is basically what I'm saying to them out loud. You know what I mean? Like, give us something, not just something blatant. Like, I know they can. I just want something blatant. Not here. Just give me a. Nobody knows where I am. I mean, no one would even recognize. You have no idea where I am. I don't even know where I am. I don't even know where I am. I know it's sort of where I am, but I couldn't even tell you the town I'm in. I don't know. If you can figure it out by this shot, you deserve to find it. Remember, a lot of things are tied up in Florida. But there's also a lot of things out there in these woods, the little bit that I've done here, which is actually, I don't know, I probably did about, I don't know, not a lot, 6 hours out in the woods when I was here, and it went too fast. They're in there. It's like, it's crazy. This is a pretty deep forest, so you know if you went in there, there's something in there. That's just the trick, guys. They're everywhere, you know. But not really. You gotta. I mean, I'm seeing the spots an hour here where there's literally miles of nothing, and then all of a sudden, like you look way back, and there's just like, I saw the most amazing structure I've ever seen on this tree line, where they had been clearing, and you could just tell that it looked like they might have stopped when they saw this. It was unbelievable. Different kinds of trees. They were pines, but they were different. I couldn't see. They were too far away to know. These are white pines. One more look. Forgive me, I got these, my legs are unbelievably itchy. So I was going to zoom back into this spot in the trees where I swear I was zooming on a face. And I don't know where it is now. I thought I used that tree as a marker. Just, you know what I'm talking about? Like up in the tree, it looked like one of those burnt things in Colorado. But we only see those in Colorado from the ground up, you know? From the fires, and they just stay there forever once they're charred. And they love them, and they build everything around it. It's like a shrine almost. And it almost looked like that, but there was a face in there, and now I can't find them. What's that white thing that it's wearing? Why does that white thing look like it's inside and it's moving? If I could film a live other. Alright, where is that? Alright, tree going across. I gotta get a better position. I got it. Because I might be filming another. What was that? It was like a wood thing. I marked this thing. Oh, maybe I blocked it? Did you guys see a white thing in like a little hut that was like moving? And I couldn't hold it. I had to get it on the railing so I could do it. Why is there a face everywhere? I don't see those pareidolia faces with my eyes usually. I mean, I do when they're there, but not like, you know, I don't know. I'm kind of a rookie here in Florida. I'm not, please don't be upset with me. I'm just trying to claiming I just keep seeing these things. I'm seeing them, you guys. I mean, that looks like an Ewok or like an elf or something like that. I'm assuming it might have been wind. Like, I see something moving below the bottom of this frame, the bottom of the screen. There's too much moving. I'm assuming it's some kind of leaves. I'm holding this because I want to be sure. If you're complaining, why is he still? Because people yell at me, like, why didn't you just leave it there longer? You know, so it's on there. I'm gonna have a couple different videos up. Like, you know, they're a little bit different. Like, it's not gonna be like action-packed like it will be soon. Like, just like something will be happening. Where's that dude in the cave? Did he move the second I? Let's see. You could rewind it and see that I'm not making a mistake. It was like right there. As I backed up, I looked, it was so clear I took that branch. Hold on, is that bark off? Ooh, that's interesting. Look. See when you stay for a while? That's not a coincidence, you guys. Look, bark off, bark off, bark off. It's like to be a little way to tell someone to jump away. Bark off. Look at that. Is it natural bark off, or is it light? It might be light, I don't know. Let's see if that's bark, because they do the same thing in Bigfoot Universe. They peel the bark, and they tap the sap. It's two things I know they use. I don't know for what, but they use that bark and they use that sap. And that's why the structures I show you never, hardly ever have any bark on them at all. They're conditioned, beautiful logs. Okay, so that, yes, what that is, which is maybe what I was seeing, is just the sky in the background. I think so. Well, I mean, that'll be interesting to take a look at that when I get home. I can't just keep sitting there, but I think I saw something there a couple times. Remember, these are the others. If we're in the video now and I get home and this is stupid, I'll put something over I'll show you anyway, and I'll put something over the video, you know, saying, you know, it's obvious it wasn't something, you know what I mean? But in this camera, it was something. So the room's not too bad. It's a very modest room. This is actually an upgraded room. When you're platinum, you get upgraded automatically for free. So it's got a pretty big, extra big shower, and apparently this bed's longer. That's my stuff. And that's it, you guys. Thanks for watching. I just gotta, I don't know, man. There's something going on. I got this drawl over there. I don't know how many X's I zoomed in. I'm sitting here trying to fix my camera. I look up and I see an X in the tree. I'm not even kidding. There's a freaking X. It's an upside down branch making a perfect X, which is part of their taught structure system. And then that one goes through. It's the third time I showed that, but you know, I look behind, taking into consideration that these things are basically jungles. You know, it's like a little jungle. There's a lot of things that aren't jungle, that are literally their language. And there's an upside down trident right there. That actually could be an accident, but yet, nevertheless, I think I'm seeing some faces, I'm seeing X's, I'm seeing an upside down trident. You know, I think vines can just do that. It's still pretty. Something they might just use, you know what I mean? Like, just because, let's just say that's natural, which it very well may be, right? I think it's a fence. Is that a fence back there? Oh, there's a fence. You know, it goes in the fence, comes back. But that, look at the X. Which might not, you know what I'm saying, it could be natural. But it doesn't mean that it's not just, you know what I mean? It's just less work they have to do, like it's working. Whatever that does, they might just be able to, you know, not build something there and use that, is what I'm saying. These black dudes were like looking at me down there like, what is he doing? Okay, let's see if we can stalk him, watch. I think it just gets kind of weird, like who stands on a balcony and like with a camera, you know, I could look like a stalker or something, but I think he could tell I was actually zooming. This is stalking. I was actually zooming, I don't want to do that. out, so maybe they figured it out. Let's take one look here. I'm seeing all kinds of surfacing. Little tiny things. Let's take a look. There's no gators there, I don't think. Once in a while, one appears there, but that you can tell. Well, there's a fence. Oh, it is fenced. If the pond's fenced, it's either one of two things: to keep the gators out, or to keep them in. Keep the ones that are there from running across the street, things like that. I bet there's no gators there. You can tell because you're going to watch the outside. You'll see their stream. You'll see many, actually, because they don't go away. Like right there, you'd see his belly marks. Over here, I'm smart, right? Over there, there's just see how you can look at this stuff. There's no, and you can look at the grass because they'll go up into the grass. That's why you be careful in Florida. When the last thing you're thinking about when you're walking through some tall grass like that, well, it's not there, but like somewhere else, like in a swamp, is that a gator's in the middle of the in the middle of the grass. No gators. I don't think so. They probably take them out of there. Because those geese were in there, and they probably would have. There's people swimming. I don't want them to think I'm. Anyway, bye.